Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Tim. Today we're doing a walk around video of our Kia Carnival SLI 2012, but it is an MY13. I'll just make that distinction for you straight up. It does have the MY13 features, but it was built in 2012. In this video we're going to walk around the outside of the car, go through the quality of the vehicle. I'm going to show you how some of the features work, and then we're going to look inside and show you the interior of this vehicle. It's a very high quality vehicle. So we'll start at the front and we'll work our way around. Obviously this car is white in colour, which is very good. It does have a couple of minor stone chips, but otherwise it presents very well. There's nothing really that stands out, just a little bit of touch-up mark across here, just above the beautiful chrome grille that we have with the big Kia badge right in the middle. The headlights on this car are quite large and they're very bright, which makes driving at night very safe. Being an 8-seater and a people mover, safety is one aspect that you really want to consider when looking at a vehicle like this. We'll move around to the front, the first wheel now. This car looks like it's got practically new tyres on it, still got the little stubble and very great depth of tread. There's minor rub mark along here, but nothing too serious going on there. A couple of other marks here. Otherwise, that presents very well. Looking at the mirror, we've got colour-coded mirror caps with our side indicator built into there. And as you can see, this car does have tint on it already, which really looks nice against the whiteness of the car, and it's very good for having the family in the back as well. There are some marks around the door handle. I'm being as picky as I can for you, and some other marks on the door. I will demonstrate now as well that with this car, all you have to do is pull on the handle and it actually opens itself. That's pretty awesome, and it's a very good feature as well. While we're here, I'll quickly point out that the seats do fold down, and the very back row of seats fold flat as well, but we'll show that when we go around the back. But I just wanted to demonstrate that to you now. In order to close it, pull on the handle and the door automatically closes itself. We've got another little mark here, and these windows look like they pop out as well, which is very good, give you some ventilation. We'll look at this wheel. Once again, practically new tyre, good depth of tread. Very light marking, but nothing else on here. This car does present very well for its age and for the use that it would be getting. So we'll come around to the back of the car now. This is a Grand Carnival. Chrome accenting there on the boot. We open up, pull the handle, and you just push it up, and it opens very nicely. Now, as I mentioned, this car does have 8 seats, so they actually fold flat into the back, really opening up and maximising storage space back here, which is good to see. And we do have mats for all the rows. There are some marks on the side here. It was obviously used as a family vehicle, and yeah, there was people obviously storing some stuff across the back here. I'll point out some marks in the roof, and that looks like it back here. So I'll just pull it closed, and as I pull it closed, you'll see it does have a reversing camera. Once again, safety being very important with a vehicle that you're going to be moving the kids around in. Coming around to this side, once again, practically new tyre, minor mark here and here, and then in the middle, but otherwise presents really well. You got your fuel filler cap on this side, and this side of the car is presenting very well. Just a couple of marks around the door handle, but nothing too serious going on there. We'll have a look at this mirror as well. 1 or 2 stone chips on it that have been touched up, but that's about it. And once again, practically new tyre with a little bit of rubbing around here, but once again, nothing too serious going on. Now I'm going to pop the bonnet, and we're going to look at the engine underneath and talk a little bit about what is driving this car and what gets you moving. So just pulling on the release there on the driver's side, and you just got your release pin in the middle, pretty much standard on cars. And it's got hydraulic struts as well, which reveals our nice V6 engine. Now this is a 3.5 litre V6 engine, which will put out 202 kilowatts and 336 newton meters of torque. Behind that, we do have a 6-speed auto as well, which is very good to see. With an 80 litre fuel tank, you can expect around 10.9 litres per 100 Ks or 734 kilometres per tank of fuel. If you fit a tow bar to a vehicle like this with that V6 engine, you can get up to 2 tons of towing capacity, which is also good if you're going on a longer trip with the family. And as I have mentioned a few times, this is an 8-seater, perfect people mover. Stop. Now moving to the inside of our Kia Carnival, this is where we're going to run through a few of the features and all the little cool storage places that you got in the car. And also demonstrate why it's a perfect family mover car as well. I'm going to start to my right and work my way across and then go through the center with some of the features. So just on the door to the right here, we've got our power mirror adjustment, making obviously the positioning of the mirrors very, very easy. On the door itself, we've got full electric window controls as well as a child lock, and we can actually open it looks like that's what opens a little back window as well, which is good to see. Down under here we got our fuel petrol cap popper, and then over here we got 2 keys and 2 remotes, which I'll show you, which is good. This car does come with the 2 keys and 2 remotes, means you don't have to worry about that. On the right hand stalk we've got a headlight control as well as our indicator. On the left here we've got our front and rear wipers, and then over here we've got our cruise control settings as well as our volume and media settings as well. We'll move to the middle of the car now. We've got a clock up the top, which is very good. Just below that we've got our nice radio media center with all the hard buttons that we can use to adjust the volume. So you can lean across and use the knob, or you can just press the buttons on the steering wheel, which is good to see. Just below that we've got our air conditioning. Now this does have vents back to the rear, and you can control the air conditioning back there as well, which is very handy to have it separate from the front, because we all know people can never all agree on the exact temperature in a car. Just below that we've got a cigarette lighter and a 12 volt, or if you'd like, just 2 12 volt outlets right there for you, which is great, especially if you've got a few kids in the back, need to charge up some devices. We've got our 6-speed gearbox transmission and a little, I'd call that a coin holder, but we all know that's an ashtray. It hasn't been used, it's completely clean in there and there's no smell. There are a couple of marks. A nice drawer here for storage and another one down here. And one thing I'll point out to you as well, you can have this bit nice and open, or you can just pull that up and it locks into place, and there you have a drinks tray or food as well. And your armrests are also adjustable. Very, very good to see on this car. There are some marks on the glove box here I'll point out to you. Like I said, I'm being as picky as I can, and a little bit on the door as well, but the leather in itself has only got just sort of average normal wear. Otherwise this car presents very well. You've got a sunglasses holder up here, good to see. It actually looks like a mirror. Someone has fixed a mirror in here to see the kids in the back. How funny is that? Alright, I'll get my camera person to pan around the car and just show you the quality of the rest of the car while I look up the service history and go over that a little bit. I will mention this car has done 71,000 Ks, and it looks like its first service was completed at 17,000 Ks. The next one done at 30. Then it missed the service, and the next one was done at 60,000 Ks, and then after that we performed an intermediate service on the car at 71,000 Ks when it came into our possession. So it's not due for another service till 81,000 Ks, and if you remember as well, it's also not due to have any tyres. So the spend on this car is minimal, and like I said, 8-seater, perfect people mover. Those automatic doors is a great feature. Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate how this back row of seats actually folds out. So you've got a couple of these little pulley straps here which activate the mechanisms in the seat to help them fold up. So they do go flat to really open up the back here. All you do is you pull on this one and give it a nice pull, and it locks into place. Now that is locked into place there, and it's very sturdy. All you do now is pull this other strap and it goes up, and you just release it at where you want it to sit. So you can actually have a couple of different angles for the back seat, which is very good. Full leg room, just like any other row of seats. Massive room in the back. I can't think of many other cars that can fit 8 people that would have such great room in the back. And all 3 seats here have got headrests, which is very good to see. So that is how the back of our car operates. And when you do take out the seats, you lose your space obviously where people are going to sit, but then along here this opens up and you've got a nice deep crevice to store your luggage as well when you're on trips. So thanks for taking the time to watch our walk around video of our 2012 MY13 Kia Carnival. If you have any questions, please give us a call on 9907 0555 and one of our friendly staff will be happy to help with your inquiry.